What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to comfort you, aid you, and guide you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? One of the hardest things to do for some of us, is to become comfortable in our own skin. To like you for you. To be comfortable with you, to be comfortable with your issues, your baggage, your looks. You know what I mean? Stay with me. We're going somewhere. So many of us, those of us that have been called to go through certain things in life, we've been so beat down by others. We've been so dogged out by others, so disrespected and minimized and invalidated and, man, just dogged the fuck out by other people. Man, it made us feel like we wasn't shit. It made us feel like, damn, I ain't good for shit. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, what the fuck? All I'm worth is a fucking fuck. You know what I mean? That's all I got to offer humanity is some fucking dick, some ass, some titties, pussy, whatever it is. You know what I mean? That's all we are. Stay with me. I promise you, we're going somewhere. This is a grown folk channel. We keep shit real. You may not like the delivery, but it is what it is. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to understand everybody ain't gonna fucking like you. Everybody ain't gonna fucking accept you and embrace you for who you are. Everybody ain't gonna like the way you look. Everybody ain't gonna like the way you talk. Ain't gonna like the fact that you're tall or you're big, you're skinny, or whatever the fucking case it is. You know what I mean? You're too light, you're too dark, you got freckles, you got blemishes, you got pimples, you got what the fuck you got. Some people ain't gonna like you just because of that. Some people ain't gonna like you because you wear fucking bifocals. You know what I mean? Thick ass glasses, or your hair is too fucking nappy. It's too fucking short. Your lips are too fucking big. Your teeth are fucking crooked. Your nose is fucking huge. You got big ass fucking ears, or whatever the fucking case it is. It is what it motherfucking is. We've got to grow the fuck up and deal with our fucking issues. We've got to grow the fuck up and understand, man, why the fuck am I tripping off of this shit right here? What is it about this that's causing me so much motherfucking pain? What is it about this that's causing me to just lose my motherfucking mind and make me so fucking suicidal and depressed and angry? What the fuck is it about this? Why do I get so fucking caught up and so pissed and angry because I'm flat chested and da-da-da-da-da, or one titty's bigger than the other, or my shit's way too fucking big? Whatever it is, it motherfucking is. You gotta grow the fuck up. You gotta deal with that shit. You got to heal from that shit. You'll never be all that you came here to be if you never become comfortable in your own fucking skin. You got to become comfortable in your own skin. But what so many of us do, we try to hide that shit. What am I saying? I know so many women, and this is not about putting women down or dogging women out, because guys do the same thing, you know what I mean, just on a different level. I know so many women who didn't like the fact that one titty was bigger than the other, or they're flat chested, or their titties wasn't as big as they wanted them to be, or their ass wasn't as big as they wanted to be. And so they went got all this shit done. And it is what it is. Some of them shit look fucking good as fuck. You know what I mean? You can't tell. But they never dealt with the fucking problem. See, the problem wasn't that their titties were fucked up. The problem wasn't that their titties were they were flat chested. The problem wasn't that they had a flat ass. The problem wasn't that they didn't have no ass. The problem was their fucking perspective of their physical body. They were insecure about their body for whatever reason. Somebody probably said something, somebody probably was teasing them, or whatever the fucking case may be. They weren't comfortable in their own skin. And so they went and had all this shit done to make them look better. They went and had all this shit done to make them, quote unquote, more comfortable in their own skin. But having shit done to your body don't make you comfortable in your own skin. Because being uncomfortable in your own skin is a psychological thing. We got to grow the fuck up. We have to grow the fuck up. I knew a young lady when I was in California, and I worked in the prison system, and I was a counselor in the prison. This young lady came in, and she was heavy set young lady, and was talking about some stuff to the guys, you know, just giving them a lecture, like a lecture, not a lecture, but a lecture, you know what I mean? Not like I was preaching at them or cussing them out or going off on them. I was giving them a class, right? A seminar. And this young lady went into the office. I don't even remember what we're talking about or what I was saying. The young lady went into the office. And normally she stays out and she's just like watching over the guys and making sure everything's good. But she went to the office and stayed in the office. And so when I got done, I went in and said, "Hey, you good?" And she turned, tears coming down her face. I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Oh shit, here we go, you know? And I'm like, T, what's going on, you know? And she's telling me, I get it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You get it? You get what? Why are you crying? You know what I mean? Who said something? Who did something? What's going on? You know what I mean? I'm ready to go ape shit on the inmate because I'm thinking somebody did something or said something to her. And so tears are just coming down and she's red. And I'm like, T, go in the closet. We have our supplies and we keep our bags and stuff fed. I didn't want the inmates seeing her crying. And I didn't want them seeing her complexion. So she gets up, walks into the closet, and she's just bawling. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. She's got real. You know what I mean? It's got real. And again, I don't know what transpired. But she's just letting it all go. She's just letting it out. And I'm like, God, man, what's going on? What's going on? Talk to me. So the inmates, you know, they're knocking on the door and I'm telling them, no, not right now. I'm taking care of something, you know what I mean? But I'm looking at her, I'm like, T, talk to me. What's going on with you? And she's telling me, I finally get it. I'm like, you get what? And she's like, look at me. I said, I'm looking at you, but you get what? What's going on? And she's like, I finally get why I am the way that I am. And I said, I don't understand what you're talking about, you know? And tears just flowing. And she's like, can you come here for a second? And I'm like, oh shit, you know? So I go into the closet and she grabs me, gives me this big ass bear hug. I'm like, oh my God, this crazy ass girl hugging me. You know what I mean? What the fuck is going on? You know? And she's like, thank you. And she's like blowing her nose and shit. And it's like, you know? And she has the smile come to her face. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? This is like some fucking Sybil shit. You know what I mean? It's like your fucking personality just shifted just like that. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. And she's just smiling. It's like she has this glow. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with you? You know? And so I'm nervous now because like this motherfucker's crazy. How the fuck you go from crying and boo-hooing and snotting and all this other shit and blowing your nose to now you fucking smiling and you just happy and just that shit's not fucking normal. What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? It's like, you on dope? What the fuck is wrong with you? You know? And this shit I'm asking her, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I knew she had been on drugs for a while. And so she's laughing and she's like, no. And she's like, I get it. And I was like, you get what? Let me know, because I don't fucking get it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? And so she tells me, Elijah, I get it. I understand why I look the way I look. I'm like, what are you talking about, T? And when I was a young girl, I was real pretty, real attractive. And my family would put makeup on me and, man, they would take all these pictures of me and all this other stuff. And they were trying to get me into modeling and everything else. And all these people were talking about how pretty I was, how I was going to be the next da-da-da-da and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And she said then, as I start getting a little older, you know, they were taking all these pictures of me and I was in like all these different things, magazines and different stuff. And she's like, then my cousin started molesting me. And then my uncle started molesting me. And they would always tell me how pretty I was. And they would start molesting me. And it hurt. So I associated being pretty with having guys look at you a certain way, with having your family look at you and treat you a certain way. See, some of y'all, y'all think, man, all these pretty women, all these good looking dudes, man, they got life easy and whoop. But some of these people have gone through fucking hell. Some people that are drop dead gorgeous have been violated over and over. Some people that are drop dead gorgeous, man, they've gone through some shit just because of how they look. And you got all these other people that ain't as attractive. You got all these other people that don't look as good. And they're thinking, damn, these people are so pretty. These people are so lucky. I wish I looked like that. I wish I looked like that. And you don't have a fucking clue of the hell that they've gone through just because of how they look. And so she's telling me, I started eating and overeating. And that became my comfort. And I realized that, man, I didn't want to be pretty anymore. I didn't want to be attractive anymore. I didn't want guys to find me pretty. I didn't want guys to find me attractive. Because if they found me pretty, if they found me attractive, I thought that they would violate me. I thought all they wanted was sex. Because that's what I've experienced, and that's how they made me feel. Based on my looks, all I was good for was sex. That's what my family told me. That's what my family showed me. So I'm sitting there now, and I'm listening to her story, and I'm tearing up. Because I'm like, damn. I had no fucking clue that you went through all of this shit. Damn, I had no fucking clue. And the truth is, you can't look at somebody and see what they've gone through. You can't look at somebody and automatically know all the hell that they've experienced. You can't look at somebody and determine that they're just fucking pig and they're a slob or they're da-da-da-da, and that's why they look the way they fucking look. That's why they've let themselves go. because they're just nasty and grimy and just, you know what I mean? Nah, some people have gone through some motherfucking shit. I remember my late wife, Cecilia, telling me how she went to a party. She snuck out and went with her older sister to a party. And Cecilia was drop dead fucking gorgeous. She told me how that she was raped. And she was blacked out. And when she came to, she knew she'd been violated. Pants were down. Panties were down. Just the whole thing. You guys already know what it is. And she told her sister. And the sister got mad and begged her not to say anything. Because her sister didn't want to get in trouble for being at the party. And she convinced Cecilia that they would get in trouble for having gone to the party, and that she would get in more trouble for not having protected her little sister. And so Cecilia lived with this. And from that point on, she always wore loose-fitting clothes. From that point on, she always wore baggy, big stuff. Because she didn't want guys to see her shape. Because the last time somebody saw her shape, she was raped. And Cecilia was never comfortable in her own skin. From that point on. You don't know what somebody's gone through. Don't be so fucking judgmental. Stop being so fucking harsh. Stop being so fucking critical. We've all gone through some stuff. We've all got some stuff that we need to heal from. If you've gone through things of that nature, if you've gone through things that's made you uncomfortable and insecure about who you are, and you're not comfortable in your own skin, you're not the only one that's going through that. You're not the only one that's experiencing that. It's real shit. I was sleeping with all these women because I was uncomfortable in my own skin. See, as a little boy, I was molested twice by guys in the church. And that fucked me up. Because I'm trying to understand, what the fuck did they see? Why the fuck would they think that I would be interested in that shit? And so to me, I felt like, man, I gotta prove that I'm not gay. And I'm not knocking being gay. Do what the fuck you do. But that's just not me. And so the only way for me to prove that I wasn't gay was sleep with all these women. So I'm sleeping with all these women trying to prove that I'm not gay. Because the truth is, I wasn't comfortable in my own fucking skin. I wasn't comfortable in my own fucking sexuality because I'd been hurt as a little 6-year-old kid. It wasn't until I learned to deal with that I began to become more comfortable in my own skin. See, being comfortable in your own skin is hard as fuck. When you've gone through so much traumatic shit, And other people don't understand why you ain't confident like you should be. Why you ain't comfortable like you should be. Well, motherfucker, if you've gone through what I've gone through, then you probably wouldn't be as confident and comfortable in your skin either. It's a process that we gotta grow through. So many of us have been told we're ugly, we're stupid, we're dumb, and da-da-da-da, and all these other negative, toxic ass shit. So many of us have been told we would never amount to shit. And so we've had to grow through all of that fucking pain, all of that fucking trauma of your own family, thinking you ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. Your own family thinking that, man, you're a fucking black sheep. They're fucking embarrassed of you. It's like, I'm just a little fucking baby. I'm 6 years old. What the fuck did I do that's so fucking embarrassing? Why are you so fucking ashamed of me? And it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a hard lesson. But it's a lesson that we came here to learn. It's a lesson we came here to grow through. It is what it is. We got to grow up. And growing up emotionally is not an easy thing to do. It's not a comfortable thing to do. Sometimes it could be a very lonely, frustrating, painful fucking process. It is what it is. We came here for this. We came here for this. Man, family, I hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. We have to grow up. This is Spiritual Boot Camp. I'm a spiritual drill instructor. We came here for this bullshit. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Namaste. The God in me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God in you. Peace.